Hey, thanks for joining me here. My little tuft is really acting out today. I have a double finish video for you today. I have finished 2 diamond paintings so far in the month of January. The first one is Guardian of the Winter Forest by Aria Illustrations, and the second one, which I actually finished first, is Jewel of the Sea by Hannah Lynn and Dreamer Designs. So I'm going to show you both of them. They are both available. Jewel of the Sea is sold out. I just checked, but you can sign up for notifications. And I think Guardian of the Winter Forest is available in square drills, but it's low stock from Diamond Art Club. So I'm going to change your perspective so that you are looking down at my table. We're going to start with Guardian of the Winter Forest, and I'll show you guys what my finishes look like. We are starting with Guardian of the Winter Forest. Let me flip her over for you. This is by Aria Illustrations and Diamond Art Club. I did not buy this kit directly from Diamond Art Club. I purchased this from a D-Stash site, a D-Stash group on Facebook. You can sort of time when a kit was released based on some of the changes Diamond Art Club made. So the drills here are square drills. Some of the drills have the very pointed tops and some of them don't. So if you're one of the experts who knows what that time period was when they had the mixed drill tops, then you can sort of guess when this kit was released. I did just check before I started the video, and the site is a little bit confusing, but I believe the square drill version is still available, but it's low stock. This one is a kit that they released when they were still allowing you to select between square and round drills, and I believe the round drill version is discontinued. But it does seem like you are able to still purchase the square drill version. I was able to put one in my cart, so you can still get this. I did not add any enhancements to this. I just did it exactly as charted. This took me 2 weeks to complete. I'm a pretty slow diamond painter, so there were 22 colors total. I like a nice low color count. I think if I were going to do this again and do some enhancements, I think my instinct would have been to connect some of these crystals. So the enhancements that came with it were a fairy dust, this light blue fairy dust that make up the snowflakes in her dress, or her, I guess this is maybe her cape or part of her dress. And there was also a fairy dust of the 3865, and that shows up in some of the sparkles here. And then this crystal, which is a 5200, it just sort of shows up essentially as kind of a diamond white crystal. My instinct, I think, if I were going to enhance this, would have been to connect the crystals. But I think that might have been the wrong choice, so I'm kind of glad I didn't do the enhancements, because I think with them not being connected, it makes it a little more ethereal. I think with it finished, what I would have probably, if I were doing it again, I maybe would have enhanced this pattern in her top. This didn't really pop out until the drills were down for me, so maybe some enhancements in her clothing or her hair, or switching up some of the flowers in her hair, maybe adding some sparkle to her antlers. Because the antlers themselves don't sparkle, the crystals do, of course. Hi, Tutu. I think it turned out really nicely. My only complaint, I think, with the way that it is charted is this eye. This one turned out okay. And from a distance, this one looks fine. But it is pretty muddy. Whoops, sorry. Pretty muddy up close. So I don't have the skills to have recharted that, even though you could, you can rechart round drills as well, but since this is square, I think someone with the skills to do so could have done that pretty easily, but I don't have the skills to do that. So I think she turned out really nicely. This was a really nice January finish for me. I like the colors and all the tones. This is just something that I had planned for a little while to complete in January, and I'm glad that I was able to do it and do it relatively quickly. My washi tape was this is cheap washi tape. I don't even remember where I got it from. You can see that it came off on the bottom entirely and doesn't really match the vibe, but it was as close as I can get. So I was really happy with this. She's really pretty. I really like her. We're gonna move on to my second one. I'm going to lay it down with the back side up again so that we get the full reveal. I know the finals are in the thumbnails, but I want to do the flip. So give me just one moment. This second one is Jewel of the Sea by Hannah Lynn and Dreamer Designs. I actually finished this one first, or earliest in January. So let me flip her over. I'm going to zoom out and maybe get you guys a better picture, but you're also gonna see my flooring. This was a labor of love. She is so beautiful. I love her so much. So there was so much confetti in this painting. Okay, sorry, let me organize my thoughts for just a second. I checked the website. This is still in stock. Not in stock. This is still available from Dreamer Designs, but they are out of stock currently. It hasn't been discontinued, but it is temporarily out of stock. I did not add any enhancements to this. I did this as charted as well. When I started this project, it was before I was comfortable adding enhancements, and so I just did it as charted. Dreamer Designs there's a drill popping up right here. Dreamer Designs was pretty generous with the special drills here. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmer drills, and then 5 AB drills. So her tail is mostly a lot of ABs in her tail. And then we had AB 3860, or a shimmer 3865 that went throughout. I was right down here, just as I started in the bottom here, and I think it was this little section here, and I had pulled out like 35 colors or something to do this section, and I was like, this is gonna be a labor of love. So I already said that once, but I started this in September. I took a break. I did several other projects that I finished, and finished this up early this month. So no enhancements. The Nerdy Painter, I forget her first name. I meant to check before I started. She did this as well and added a bunch of enhancements, and it turned out incredible. You have to go check it out. I'll link her video for her finish below. Her finish was absolutely gorgeous with all of the enhancements. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I had plenty of drills left over. I didn't mention that with the Diamond Art Club one, but I had plenty of drills left over for both. Lots of special drills left over as well. The quality was pretty nice for all of the drills. I was pretty picky with the 310s. The black drills, as people often report, are often the ones that are the most difficult. My understanding, I'm going to zoom you guys back in a little bit so you're not staring at my floor. So my understanding is that as the drills are made, the molds sort of expand over time as they're used. So because 310s are probably the drills that they're making the most, those molds expand, and so the 310s for almost any company are always going to be the lowest quality drill. So I was pretty picky with the 310s and I still had plenty left. I was kind of surprised. So up in this sky corner, there was a lot of the shimmer 3865, is that right? Yeah, there's a lot of the shimmer white and some of these lighter colors. And those had sort of been used sparsely throughout the rest. And so I was surprised that those were a little bit trashier up here when I was placing more of them at a time. I hadn't really noticed when I was placing one or two in places before or in other areas. But once I was starting to place several of them at a time, I was like, why are things not fitting correctly? So that was kind of frustrating because I was like at a point where I could sort of see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like I was literally doing the sun shining down through the water. And I was like, why isn't everything fitting? But I just had to, like, I was trying to move too fast. And so once I calmed down and like started being a little bit more particular about what I was placing down, it worked out. She is quite pink. This is normal for a Hannah Lynn painting. Hannah Lynn's girls always turn out a little bit pink, but I think she's absolutely gorgeous. The dolphin turned out really cute. I think the octopus is my favorite, but the little clam and the pearl, really cute as well. The clam that the way the Nerdy Painters clam turned out was absolutely adorable. You'll have to go look. The octopus, my octopus is my favorite. The way that they did the colors here so that it really looks like his little suckers is really ingenious. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. This was so much confetti. I mean, confetti everywhere, but this bottom piece, I was like, man, this really better be the most beautiful diamond painting I've ever finished. So, and it really did turn out really, really nicely. So she's gorgeous. I love her. The jellyfish turned out really well. The jellyfish were another thing that were kind of surprising because as I was doing them, you can sort of see close up. As you're doing them, the colors just seem sort of patchy, but once you're done and you step away, you're like, oh, that is a jellyfish. Maybe that's clear to other people, but to me, I was like, what am I doing here? I'm like, oh, it's a jellyfish. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. So these are my two finishes. I just wanted to share these with you guys. And I will link the Nerdy Painters finish of Jewel of the Sea below because it just turned out so cute. So one last look at Jewel of the Sea in all of her glory. Here she is. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.